My name is Joseph Lowe.
My name is Ted Wacker. We represented Bogbat Canal. He was 38 years old when he was involved in this accident. He had come from Nepal on political asylum. He was married. He had two teenage children at the time of the accident. His daughter, I think, was 16, and his son was 12 or 13.
Started out as your garden variety car wreck case, and it was a car versus a motorcycle. Happened at an intersection, and as the scooter's coming through the intersection, the person was a food delivery driver delivering some Uber Eats. Pickup truck's going the exact opposite direction on the same street, goes to make a left-hand turn, and there's your collision. Okay, well, this happened in San Francisco, and that's easy enough to do, and I did that. But I also learned that I cannot learn his life story, which is critical to the case, because you don't know how to share with the jury what was taken from him until you fully understand what he had before this happened. And to be able to do that, for me, I like to go to where they grew up, where they lived, where their culture is, the religion. I need to find out what they're passionate about, what their environment was like, the things that shape the way they feel, think, what their dream was. And this particular case with Mr. Kanal, that would take me to a country called Nepal, considerable distance from here, and to a very, very small village. What I really learned was what it feels like to be near a person whose almost genetic makeup all towards family. Everything they do on a daily basis, without even thinking about it, was to have their kids educated in the U.S. And that was it. He had no vision beyond getting those kids in school. And then he made his application to the U.S. government and waited for them to give him approval to work. And the day he got it, it's the day he went to work. And he did every single job you can think of that someone who doesn't speak the language, doesn't know the culture, and just moved here could possibly do. And delivery is one of them, especially after COVID.
When the case first came in and I reviewed the police report, of course, the defendant admitted in his statement to the police that he was coming down the street and made a left turn on a yellow light and did not see the posted no left turn sign. However, after the case was filed and then, 6 months or a year go by, and now he's represented by defense counsel. Now the defense argument was that, since he made the left turn on a red light, that must mean that Mr. Canal entered the intersection on a red light, and therefore it's his fault.
Cyclists, they're like little buzz bombs in and out, and as a result, people are really angry at them. Many of the jurors, even in voir dire, said they didn't think they could be fair. In fact, they didn't even care if the person got hurt, how much they hate him. That's how much they hated him. Defense was banking on that a lot. That was causing them to say, we're not going to pay you nothing. And once they read those questionnaires as they did, they were like, man, this is great.
In a case like this, where there's a significant brain injury, embolic strokes to the brain that need to be explained and highlighted and documented so that a jury understands that. And so really the only way to be able to do that and explain that to a jury is to hire a company like DK Global that can animate those injuries so they bring those injuries to life.